Welcome, my band's babies. I see you trying to better your life. I love that for you. Good thing you clicked on this video. My name is Sarah, and I'm here to share some of my personal experiences and tips in hopes that it'll help bring guidance, positivity, and help you level up overall. And if you connect with this video in any way, please hit that like and don't forget to subscribe to continue on your level up journey. By the way, I'm sorry if you hear a little commotion. I have my fan going on in the background. It is that time of the year. It's summertime, so you already know it's time to level up, baby. But enough with the intro. Let's get to the good part. Now you probably think I'm going to be telling you the typical go to the gym, eat healthier, drink more water type of advice, but no, I broke it down to 5 priorities that you should focus on and work on in your life in order to level up as a whole. Then going to the gym and eating healthier, it'll come a lot more naturally and easily. It'll just like flow into your life once you start nurturing these 5 priorities. Now, I wrote down a lot of notes and different things that I want to be talking about today, but like I said, I broke it down to 5 categories and priorities that you should focus on that'll help you level up overall. So number 1 is number 1 for a reason, and the first thing I have written down here is it's the source of all things aligning. So number 1 is self-love / self-care. If you're not good with yourself, then you're not going to be good in any other aspect of your life. Like, you need to make sure that you are good with you first. If you're not taking care of you, how do you expect anybody else to do it? How do you expect to do it for anybody else? So make sure you are taking care of you and loving yourself. Not only am I going to be discussing the things I feel you should prioritize, but I'm also going to tell you little tips and tricks on how to implement them into your life. So the first tip I have for self-love is to speak and think highly of yourself. If you're not thinking highly of yourself, if you're not thinking that you're beautiful, if you're not thinking you're worthy, that you are high value, then what makes you think anybody else is going to think that way about you? They're not. You literally have to set the standard. Even if you're not feeling that good some days, you might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, make sure you stay in a positive mindset. Tell yourself you're going to kill it today, you're going to do great, you got enough rest. Literally, if you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself that you slept good and you got a good night's rest, it will trick your brain even though it's not necessarily true. Who really knows though? If you just tell yourself that you're amazing, who's to say you're not? I also saw this quote that says, we do most of our time living in our heads, so make it a good place to be. So make sure you are always speaking highly of yourself, even if you're not feeling the best. Always give yourself a little motivation and positivity. And that kind of ties into number 2, which is present yourself as who you want to be. There's also this quote by Rihanna, you've probably seen it, but she basically is telling you, do not let them see you sweat, okay? Even on your worst day, even when you're not feeling that good, don't let them see you sweat. Always show up as your best self, because when you do, people are going to treat you with that same respect and love that you're giving yourself. They are going to be attracted to you and just give you that same type of energy. So make sure you're not only speaking highly of yourself, but you're showing up as that high class version of yourself. And number 3 for self-love is to take care of yourself first. Yes, you can take care of yourself, but a lot of us tend to not make it a priority. A lot of us tend to do it after we're already burnt out and stressed from everybody else and everything else, and we don't make enough time to take care of ourselves and really make sure that we are good first. Tend to give and give and give and overgive sometimes. I'm guilty of this. And we tend to just wear ourselves down. So make sure you take care of yourself first sometimes before giving all your energy somewhere else. Make sure you're good with yourself and you have enough energy to even give. Now, number 2 is relationships. I feel like the second priority you should focus on once you're good with yourself is outside relationships. And this can be family, friends, even just social out in public. You want to put these practices into your relationships because it will not only nurture them, but it'll help them give you that same love in return. So the first tip for relationships is actually a Bible verse, and I'm very grateful for it because I have applied this rule so many times in my life and I didn't even realize that it's an actual rule. I just followed it because I felt that was the right thing to do. And that Bible verse is Matthew 7:12. So you band's babies have some homework. Go look up that Bible verse, Matthew 7:12. And it is called the Golden Rule. It says here, do to others whatever you would like them to do to you. This is the essence of all that is taught in the law and the prophets. Basically, it's treat others how you want to be treated. And I feel like this is such a simple yet hard thing to do sometimes, but I always have felt, if I treat people with kindness, most of the time they will treat me with kindness as well. And even if you don't necessarily get that same response back, let's say someone's having a bad day, they give you a negative reaction, even though you were nice to them, you still are not the one losing because you showed that kindness, you showed them that positivity, and it may have even made their day a little bit better even if they didn't tell you that. And 9 times out of 10, if you treat someone someone with kindness, they'll do it right back to you. And if you treat someone with negativity, they will do it right back to you. So make sure you carry the energy that you want to attract. Tip number 2 on this list is don't settle and don't overgive. This kind of ties into number 1 as well. All of these tie into each other. Like once you start working on one, all these other things will start following in the footsteps, and it'll kind of like go with the flow. You'll be like a little leaf just flowing down the river. But yeah, tip number 2 is don't settle and don't overgive. It's okay to go that extra mile to show someone you care. But if you know that you're going that extra mile and it's being taken advantage of, why are you going to continue going that extra mile? You want to give people the energy you want to attract, but at the same time, you want to protect that energy and not give it to the wrong people. Don't overgive and don't settle for somebody that's not giving you that same energy. Now, the third tip is to water what you want to grow. If you're putting all your time and energy into a friendship that has done nothing but drag you down and make you think negatively, instead of nurturing the friendships that actually care about you and uplift you, then you're going to be stuck in that negative energy. You're not going to have that positive energy. And I learned this the hard way because I used to spend my energy on people that I knew were not supposed to be in my life, instead of focusing on nurturing and watering the flowers and relationships that I actually wanted to grow. Number 3 is health. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you to go to the gym. I'm not going to tell you to eat healthier. All those things are going to come along once you start focusing on just overall improving your health. I know how hard it is to be motivated sometimes. I am by no means perfect. But if you don't have the motivation to go out and go to the gym or go do something productive, then the first tip I have for you is to find the motivation to cut out something negative. Instead of doing something productive, how about you don't do something negative? How about you don't go get some soda from the fridge? How about you don't hit your vape for an hour? Little things like that you implement into your life will slowly make you more motivated to go do productive things as well. But sometimes it's hard to find the motivation, like I said, to go out and do something productive. So next time you're not in the mood to do anything, literally think to yourself, how about I don't go grab my vape? If you can't find the motivation to get up and go do something, find the motivation to not do something instead. Now, the next tip I am going to give you is a little cliche, but you've heard it a million times because you do need these things. You need to drink your water, you need to sleep good, you need to go outside, you need to get moving, get some fresh air. You need to take care of yourself just by doing normal, everyday, healthy things. I know sometimes, like I said, even the simplest things may seem hard to do. Keep a water bottle next to your nightstand. Go outside for even 5 minutes a day and just let the fresh air fill your lungs. Go for a small little walk. You still got outside, you still got some movement. Even by doing something so little, you will feel accomplished at the end, and it'll push you to want to do more next time. The third tip I have is to remember that health is not only about physical, it's also about internal and mental. What's going on inside is just as important as what's going on outside, because believe me, if I'm not good mentally, I'm definitely not good physically, because I can't even get out of bed. If you're not good in here, you're not going to be good out here. So make sure you're just as good inside as you are outside. And a good way to do this is through meditation, or just simply taking some time away from technology. Take time away from people. Take some alone time away from anything that is distracting or may weigh heavy on you. Just take some time to truly be just with yourself, at peace with you. Now, once you have yourself in check, once you have your relationships in check, and once you have your health on a good track, next up, number 4, is finances. Once you're on a good track with yourself, you can start getting your finances and your bank account right. Some people try to focus on this first, which I get it. Money is like top priority when it comes down to it sometimes. Money is really important to a lot of people, especially myself. But sometimes you can't put money first, unfortunately. That's just not how it goes. You need to make sure you're in check before you can even start getting your finances flowing in the right direction. So everything else will kind of seem to easily come right into your life. Once you start nurturing any one of these priorities, everything else will start to align and work out. But back onto finances, the first tip, you want to better your relationship with money. Like I keep saying, everything literally ties in together. I'm not even joking. Now you want to better your relationship with money. If you tell money, baby, I love you. You can come to me anytime you want. I'm not stressing you. You come to me easily. It literally will do just that. But if you sit here and constantly stress about your money, it's going to make it that much harder for you to even obtain it. Simply by letting go of that resistance and allowing money to freely enter your life. just know that one way or another, money is coming to you. If you're worried about your bills that you have to pay in 2 days, even if you're stressing about it right now, it's not going to change the fact you have bills due in 2 days. So why stress over it? Allow it to come and go as it needs to, freely. You'll start to realize that money is not based only off of getting it. It's based off of energy and attracting it to your life. And the next tip I can give on finances is simply to save. Learn how to budget your money, learn how to be smart with your money. I've had so much money in my life, you wouldn't even believe it. I just was not smart with my money, so now I had to build it back up. I'm still building it up, and that's just how money works. As quickly as it comes is as quickly as it goes. So make sure you are smart with your money, make sure you budget, make sure you save. Don't think that money is endless. Just because you get it fast doesn't mean it won't leave just as fast. Now you finally made it to number 5, and I am so proud of you for even clicking on this video. That is a green flag right there that you want to better your life, and you're already on the first step to doing so. So number 5 is all about mindset. Everything ties in together, as I've said on every single tip I've given, but it really is true. Actually, this should come number 1 with self-love. First tip I have to change your mindset is just change your view on life. I know it's easier said than done, but once you change your view on life, we're talking about leveling up, right? If you think about life as a big video game, there's literally levels to this shit, okay? We don't call it leveling up for no reason. With a little bit of experience, with a little bit of effort, you can level up and you can win. You can unlock any level as long as you're putting in that effort, learning new strategies. It literally is like a big video game. And once you change your mindset, stop being so negative and stressed and overwhelming yourself. Most of the time, we literally do it to ourselves, and it's the truth. So make sure you change your mindset to a more positive outlook. Sometimes also we don't allow ourselves to be who we truly are at heart or who we truly are inside because we want to live up to these standards and stereotypes that other people have put out there. But don't lose you. Stay true to who you are, because I promise you that is the best thing to do in the end. It is the most peaceful, best version of you when you are truly 100% yourself. And the last thing that can tie up this entire list is positivity. If you just stay positive and always keep some type of kindness and happiness flowing within you, even in your darkest, worst moments, even around the darkest, worst people, if you keep that positivity, I promise you, not only will it keep you good, but it'll also spread. It is contagious. It will allow other people to feel that positivity and not only be attracted to you, but also want to share that and want to thrive and want to do better. They will be inspired by your positivity, and they will want to shine that light on their own too one day. And that is all, my bands babies. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so proud of you for even clicking on this video and wanting to better your life. If you focus on nurturing these 5 priorities, then you will be on your way to leveling up and being your best self in 2023. Again, if you connected with this video in any way and you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Much more content on bettering your life and helping you achieve your goals will be coming soon. So make sure you don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also find me on social medias at Sarah Bands. I will link it in the description, and I will see you next time. Mwah.